Asenso Boakye Bantima MP afire back to Ato Forson and Dr. Frank Amako Ashanti Regional Minister. And I feel that Ato Forson was highly unfair to Asenso Boakye. And most of the comments in that video, were highly unfair to Asenso Boakye. As for me, but they were highly unfair to the man. Why am I saying so? On the Kumasi Expressway, certain things happened. How Ato Forson made it look like, it wasn't fair. How Frank Amako make it look like, it wasn't fair. And how you commented wasn't fair to Asenso Boakye. Why am I saying so? I'll prove it to you on the critical analysis. And make sure so best subscriber, but most subscriber no click bell notification. The video be to my you certainly have a comment because it's a very controversial issue. Feel free and leave your comments in the comment section. We are now go app any place to app we for the pan rate. Over downloading and understand this cabe all the major platforms on the raise be now I established in the video say Asenso Boakye letter no the command President Mahama. It was dated the 4th of August. Any fair-minded person reading the letter, seeing that they should pause. The letter was before the budget. Why would he write the letter to President Mahama before the budget? Certainly, people who feel so on Pobiasam in this nipa no never fan who be a penasim. I shouldn't listen to the fact and go on and attack the person. They won't see. But that should tell you that the letter he wrote was based on certain things, not the 2026 budget necessarily, because the budget had not been read. The budget was read in November. A letter issued in August. In fact, in the video now, maybe one, Asenso Boakye confirmed that Otrosa letter on the 5th of August on his Facebook page, evidence on the page. When was the letter read? In November. Why did he write the letter to President Mahama in August? Weeks before Crown Sana budget never concluded, never ready in November. Why? Listen.
A lot of media conversation in a center around letter which will come out president. Any kind time being a which was a letter when immediately after the budget and I said we debate you and how the letter will come out president.
The letter, the date of the letter is the 4th August.
August.
Yes.
4th August.
Exactly.
So budget crowd presentation in my.
The budget in my. This year budget in
yes,
my. But it was following up from last budget number the buy.
Okay.
New expressway.
And the expressway was contained in the last budget.
Yeah.
2025 budget.
Yeah.
Now expressway
yeah, they mentioned it.
Oh,
because we were hoping before our budget, I had made statements on the floor and even spoken on radio and newspaper articles and all that. Said it is important that the Accra Kumasi highway project now President Mahama started and see at Wasu.
Okay.
And I feared said this government will come and abandon it because when they had opportunity to be in government right after President Mahama, they abandoned it.
Dual carriageway now.
Exactly.
Now air
which is a highway, which is an expressway. So my time on meet you.
A highway sign expressway. Current one
yeah, it's an expressway. When you say an expressway, you see up at Google. Google say what's the alternative name for expressway? You mention highway, you mention motorway, you mention a dual carriage. What it means is country behind the roads using.
Okay.
But the fundamental understanding of an expressway, motorway, highway is that when you get onto it, there's no bend, there's no
straight.
Go straight. Ibia mi choen. Ubesha ibia na interchange.
And
I say bia underpass bi na eno nyina do go straight. No uninterrupted.
Na sa dual carriageway na akofo estate and sa lete
uninterrupted.
Eduko Kumasi straight.
Udru in Sawoma.
Yes.
Na say from Isawom to Apedwa. So it's an expressway.
Sure.
You don't meet any car.
Yes.
A high two. So it's direct. And that's how it's supposed to be done. In Koko bypass, it's an expressway. It's a one bypass. It's an expressway. So the bypasses that we are currently doing, Usino, Sawom, Usino, and they are all expressway. So once the dualization project
it's complete.
It's an expressway. And that's why I've been saying, it's the same purpose, no, the ongoing one
it
will achieve that.
But what you missed, they say yes, it will achieve that by taking you to Kumasi. But what Aban envisage, it will reduce the travel time.
But this one will also reduce travel time.
Yeah, by compared to
it is
the Aban.
It is.
Because Aban the 80 kilometers, so by 50 kilometers.
In terms of length,
yes.
In terms of length, that's what they are claiming.
Yes,
yeah, that is fine. But so we say on this road, there are critical. The current one.
Yeah.
For instance, Osino. Ukokufodi akorana. That is the road obefade akokufodi.
Yes.
Udru edase suma na Asenso Boakye. And edikokufodi. So it has a purpose. Kosi nkoko. And that is the route Yedokoko, which is also a tourism area.
Yes.
Okay. Now in the budget, the government says that they want to construct a bridge over the Afram Plains, which is a project that we initiated.
Okay.
Now, if that is done, the idea is to make Afram Plains the food bread basket. Okay, and if Afram Plains is the bread basket, and when you are doing a dual carriage route from Accra to Kumasi, let's say call for or benefit from it, the Afram Plains area will benefit from it. You think it's a bad idea? So making Afram Plains the bread basket, when the foodstuff are producer, how would they be transported to Accra, especially if they want to do export? How would they be transported to Kumasi and Accra for local consumption? So
I get, because Osha, where engender the kind of reaction I will let an engender, and of course, in the whole conversation, a lot of people thought say, after budget reading, and I would throw
no. It was an earlier,
and I think that clarity,
it was an earlier. William, let me give an explanation.
Yes.
Tama omoye budget for. I actually sent a letter to the road. No, not a letter. Asked a question in Parliament. I wanted to understand the intent of government with that project.
Yes.
You see, and my worry was that they were going to abandon the existing one. Okay, so I sent, I filed a question, an urgent question. I don't know what happened, but
Minister Ameyano.
Then, a few days before I wrote the letter, I heard the minister saying that they are now on. Okay, a few days before I wrote the letter.
Yes.
Now, President Edi Kam Kumasi to Ashanti Regional to and Wakokase, there's going to be a new expressway.
Okay.
Then that new expressway will start, the construction will start the beginning of 2026 and it will end by the time he leaves office, 2027.
Okay.
My calculation, let's say it's within 3 years or even less.
Yes.
And I'm saying, wow, okay, that sounds interesting. Then later, Honorable Road Minister in a press conference said that they are now hiring a consultant to do feasibility studies. What it means, they say, they haven't agreed on the design. There's no design.
Yes.
There is no costway. Insecure funding for it. And this project, it will be quite an amount. Say because you are doing 200 kilometers, 3 side here, 3 side here on a green field. And you know who secure funding now? So procure contractor.
Yes.
Who procure contractor? It's a contractor with mobilization to site. Even that mobilization crowd is huge because it's a big project. He has to import machinery and all that, or the best start.
Yes.
What banner best starting? SAP compensation, relocation of people along the on the route. It be a farmers, it be a this and that. SAP compensation. And what starting a crowd over areas, no, say pace and all that. It be a crowd rock. You have to break it into a chair. Until I realize, says, 3 years now, man, penyikano, and you're possible.
Now,
minimum, and it wasn't that duration, was not arrived at based on the feasibility study. Exactly. And I say somebody who has been minister for roads and housing, roads and highway, construction minister, and as a planner, no, I'm saying no, there's something wrong. I saw more as a political statement rather than
I get a bit say o letter no Utro letter based on promise and not Omampenyi call Ashanti Regional talk.
Exactly.
And the engender this whole conversation around Expressway. Exactly. That time Nema Utro letter.
Exactly.
But when you say yes, no Omampenyi aka. But say be a Utro Obama 2026 budget na ebaya. And can you be clear?
Omampenyi kind.
Yes.
Road Minister Car say.
Yes. Omo be feasibility
and road Minister also make some statements be now suggest say they are not going to continue with the ongoing dualization. And for me, as a technical person, not as a technical person, but somebody who has worked with technical people in the space, I understand that the purpose, objective of the expressway that they are proposing is the same as the objective of the ongoing
dual carriage.
The only difference is that this was going to be 3-lane, this is a 2-lane. Exactly.
The Emma maker say be a Ochema budget no ebaya and because in your letter the word abandoned, who you saw several times in the letter, creating the impression say Abai intends to abandon ongoing dual carriage.
The road minister had suggested so.
Yeah, but in the budget, there was nowhere Abai cars or be abandoned. In fact, the minister says...
But they did not make provision for that. The first budget, they didn't make provision for that.
But second budget, they're not able to make provision for Expressway.
No. If they were going to continue, they would have said that in the first budget.
2025 budget.
Exactly. And in fact, the 2025 budget, it talked about the expressway. It was in.
Yeah, but no, intentional.
It doesn't matter.
But in the 2026, now they've made provisions, say 30 billion Ghana's this for big push, and no more use can be the expressway.
In the first budget,
yes,
we gave them, you approved 13 billion.
Sure, for
the big push. If I say
dual carriage,
and the feasibility studies no more or more. I'm sure say is the budget
from
and a bit to account. So it's all part of the project.
Yes, I want to play all the videos for you. Then I'll come back. We no be busa and say into be far letter no. Now because we read the letter, the word abandoned the woman or the attack as a fair. Listen to what Asenso Boakye said.
But would you, after the budget was read, would you think still Abai intends to abandon dual carriageway? And would you hold the same view? So Abai person abandon.
I have heard the finance minister saying that they don't intend to abandon it.
Yes.
I have heard Honorable Abuja saying that the fact that you are doing the new expressway doesn't mean you are abandoning. I listened to the
Ashanti Regional Minister.
They said that if they are not abandoning the ongoing one, then I don't have an issue.
Who need problem?
Yeah. If you read my letter, I said that it will be far more prudent to complete the
dual carriage and Sana express.
Exactly. The reason is you discover Brakoshim. He has achieved 64%. Now Ubejato.
Yes.
A honor used to waste. That would be a waste of resources. And the finance minister because me say project no more be wasteful. I didn't say that. It's not in the letter like that. I said they should stop. I didn't say they should stop, but my concern was
current one.
Exactly. Now current one, it will serve the same purpose. One of the year bring the penny it's expressway. Finance minister attended on a TV show because this is the first time that we are going to have an expressway in Ghana. That is wrong. The first expressway was by Kwame Nkrumah. That's the motorway. Yes, that's an expressway. But we decided to call it motorway. Exactly. Kumasi Accra dualization. It's a highway. That's the original name for it. But we decided to. That's how we decided to call it. We could have said it's an expressway. So that's not the first time. What President Kufuor did is the second time. In Nkrumah's one is the first time. So this is not the first time. So what is happening? What is ongoing is going to achieve the same results. Whatever features we have: bridges over rivers, we have interchanges, underpasses, overpasses. And other important
but so say because of time I will letter even though the letter they condemn before the reading of the budget ebeye public after the reading of the budget and in komo eba expressway no. Of course finance minister be ka say what throw letter kwa koma president no and a man ebeye public
exactly
within our contest no say obi fa o letter time a letter ebeye public na o kind o need the background info say letter ne call earlier now or share the word abandoned in your letter now you will not blame Omua enya the kind of pushback on the ama letter.
But at the end of the day, no, Obi or person good analysis of what is happening should read the letter, and by reading the letter, you know
who data I call president.
Exactly. I had a finance minister were catching me. Now we read the letter. I think or date no. No, where it's coming from. And the letter when I wrote, I put it on my Facebook. The what happened to be fair to everybody.
Yes.
What happened is 4th August, and I let me sign it and the call.
Yes.
It was a Monday. The Wednesday, and I told him to see by
okay.
A penny for a cock crash or you know, hint, you know,
it one say.
Michelle, it was on my mind. Yeah, Google up. Newspapers me cry
publish.
But because at the cover. At that time, no, people will ask those questions. Why abandon it? Why abandon it?
Yes. After listening to the 2 videos, if you are honest with yourself, have you been fair to him? Maybe the family. Have you been fair to him? Or MPP no penance or NDC no penance. In the 2025 budget, there was not a direct approval for the 4 bypasses. I'm proving to you. I'm going to pay links, you know, quoting 77 million. The 77 was for Fanco Road, not for any bypasses. Fact. Check Google. Expose me. And he wrote it because whatever he said about our farm planes, I'll come there later. But the letter is before the budget, so his letter was not attacking the 2026 budget and the intention to construct an expressway. No. And he's saying that after listening to Ato Forson, after listening to the road minister, then if they say they want budget, they will do both. Oh, okay. You see, this is the worry I always talk about when it comes to partisanship. When you do that, you can never be a proper analyst of anything. Someone wrote or writes a budget weeks before the announcement of a certain major project. Then you are trying to say that the letter came after. And when Ashanti and on Partisanship, what is this? And you expect me because you want to insult me, means me weak sense of awareness, inferiority complex. I'm accepting one because you watch my video. If you won't watch, people will watch. There are many people who said worse things in the comment section. When we are 10,000, we are 37,000 today. If you won't watch, people will watch because discerning minds will know that these things are facts. I don't need to lie, I don't need to conjecture. When was the letter written? Who date here was saying? Is it not August? Was the budget read in August or July? Oh, let's be fair to people. I disagree with them. On one admit here, wherever you reduce your travel time 50 kilometers. Class, that is almost 1 hour saved. You can do Accra Kumasi in 2 hours. It's an advantage. My views about it is public. They said west. Now I'm posting my screenshot. They said west. They said west. Mahama has done this for you. Mahama. They said west. Today, the evidence abounds. I'm not prophet of doom. If they complete it, I'll pass by it and go to Kofodia. But we are here. We are here. Me who video Professor Haji Ken was head of construction frame. Eugene, yeah, what can you do and tell me, Prof, me say, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. And I always say that I will stand by my view strongly. I will defend the right of any other MPP in this new. What you Asenso? Was he really attacking the 20 something in August? A budget in November. And Ato Forson should have quoted the date. Obina day and Kenya the day. You know my admiration for him. But me make say, may I announce tag me, I don't care. And I said it tacitly in the video, but he cause he time or was so yes, Jimmy for Bukrama. It's him crucify no. Attack the issue, stop the personalities. in our history. And I try to check from the road ministry. Me say what he's saying, most of them are accurate. They know the route, but they are yet to do a proper feasibility of the route. 3 years. If you completed, I'm fine. Praise be the Lord. I mean, who doesn't go to Accra? If it's not completed, it come back to the point we've made over the years about prudent expenditure. Again, the financing is local. And your foreign loan be ekwaji da ho. And meaning that if a funding is local, the government commitments will be anchored on revenue. 2025, we didn't meet our revenue expectations. But it's fine. You may disagree, that is okay. You may insult, that is absolutely okay if you just say to. Having done this job all these years, consistently been proven right on many things. Oh, it's absolutely okay. January 2029, posterity will bear all of us out. Maybe my favorite word, I don't know. If I'm wrong, I'm a gentleman enough to admit my wrongs. On this channel, I've done this several times. If you are wrong, I doubt you have the integrity to do so, based on the evidence on this platform. But as I always say, posterity will bear all of us out one. The only thing I wanted to show in the video, Ato Forson has said it, and I said it in my budget videos. So we'll continue. We will see how the 4 bypasses will fare. With that same budget, if agenda one a big push project, Accra, Dodowa, Kucha, Tamale, Diana, and Sokotra, we see how all those roads will go together with the expressway. The letter didn't come after the budget. The letter came months and weeks before the budget. Therefore, you cannot infer that he's attacking the budget. He's raised that issue. Disagree. Now I disagree with the Accra, you know. Say bypasses now the fruit or the food basket, because I've always argued about the farm place. Me show videos because I go to a farm place a lot and I talk about that farm river where Brian is trying to do the airport. Beautiful place. If you convert into a food basket and you can transport it to Accra on time, we still have the trunk road. We can use it. Then the expressway comes to motorway, and I don't want to go into those things. He's a planner, as I said. That's his field. There's no semantics. You don't need to use the expressway. Use the red road. Also, there's no one use the expressway. Maybe I'm do a chimodana matia besi suhum side of baby. Maybe something. Maybe. But the trunk road is there. We can still use it. Then the expressway, those who want to do direct connections can use it. Again, the infrastructure, it's also open up the place. Achimodan, Samankesi, Onodo, those lower West Akira will also be open up for investment, just like the trunk road has been opened up for investment because people live there. And then because also free as Asante Obogu. And I'm saying, but two Obogu, so why that's yes, Tonu's own here expressway. So all these things are fine, but I'll stand on business and say that media minyaya, we complete this, we move here. That is my view. Feel free to disagree, feel free to insult. It's a free world. Posterity will bear. You na the guitar footprint. A doer, need a screenshot. You na will be a kind on the subjective matter. It's as simple as that, and I have no issue with that. Let's just subscribe. Subscribe and click the bell notification. The video be to my Thank you, take care, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.